Hi guys, and welcome to this week's episode of The Deep Dive. Today I'm joined by a very good friend of mine from France. But before we get into this week's deep dive, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we go live on our YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's introduce my special guest for today, my good friend Yoan from Magic Dream. Hello mate, how are you?
Bonjour, Peter. I'm fine, thank you.
And
Hello.
how's everything out there in France?
It's good. Some strikes, but it's.
Yeah,
I think it's a little bit everywhere now in the world. People are striking because we are fed up of some government law. But it sounds good in France. It sounds good for Magic Dream. It sounds good for me,
yeah.
and of course for my family and us. So thank you for asking.
So Magic Dream, I visited you guys a few years ago when me and Jenny were having a weekend in Paris. Beautiful little shop right in the centre of Paris. So tell us a bit about the history of Magic Dream because your involvement in it is quite recent, really. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, Magic Dream was created in the year 2000. I think you know Damien Vapro, one of the
Yeah,
founder, who is the creator of Splash Battle and Hashpen and Pin Card, which was the product that made the success of Magic Dream before, and so is the Ultimate Market Deck. So I used to work in at Magic Dream when I was in the university, and I worked during 2 years there. And after that, I have been a very good friend of Damien and keep on working with them on some products. And after that, Damien and his partners decide to separate. And so with Guillaume, my business partner and my friend, of course, you know
yeah.
him. We bought the shop in the year 2017, and after Damien left definitely the shop, but he's still in the magic industry because he's translating books and creating other magic tricks. But now Guillaume and I own the shop, and unfortunately, in the years 2019, the shop burns due to an electrical problem. And finally, it has been very hard, but it has prepared us to the COVID crisis that just came after. So that
Yeah.
means when it burns, we lost everything, and so we fight on website, on social media, and so we were ready when the COVID crisis came. And of course, we rebuilt the shop, and it's more beautiful than ever. It's still at the same place, just I think 500 meters from the Eiffel Tower in Paris. So it's a very good situation, very good location. And so we work hard. And as you know, as you are keep on creating Alakazam product, we are keep on creating and selling Magic Dream product as a label now. So it's as you do in England and worldwide. So now we are trying to do our best to promote our label and create quality magic product from us or from creators worldwide. So
Yeah.
this is the story of Magic Dream. I think it's a very good magic shop that is keep on growing up and searching new ideas and new partners and new creators. So when I was speaking with you a few years ago, when we bought the shop, I really love your way of thinking of how you were working at Alakazam, and you were like, and you still are like a model for us. So we keep on being inspiring by a shop that move forward, and that's what we want to keep doing. We are constantly move forward, and so we create things, video, live show, etc. So this is how we want to make our business for our customers.
Yeah, it's great, and you've had some really good, strong releases. I mean, things like Infinity Wine, the Scrabble effect is incredible. The Last Rise. There's been so many great effects to come out of Magic Dream, and over here in the UK, we're sort of honoured to have the exclusive on a lot of your products as well, which is great. And we do work sort of closely together. I know you're one of the guys that I speak to every week, and I'm always bouncing ideas off, and we talk to each other about products that we have coming out way before they're coming out. And it's always good for me as well to have someone that's experienced releasing tricks to actually speak to, because we can answer each other's questions, which is
And
always really
I'm
good.
sure you know what you are speaking about, because sometimes you are launching a product and sometimes you don't know why it's a huge success. Sometimes it's feel okay. It's happily rarely bad,
Yeah,
and so but sometimes you never know why. You spoke about Infinity Wine, and that's a crazy success worldwide.
yeah,
Jérôme Solo, who is a French creator, also launched with us the letter Scrabble effect and also the choice trick with the blank deck.
yeah,
It was crazy all over the world. And my passport project with the playing card with the flag was a huge success, crazy sales worldwide also. So sometimes you are lucky enough to touch something that is really hype. It's really popular in the world and in the magic industry. So it's very good. But only the people that doesn't try, never manage to do something with a great success. So we
yeah,
keep on trying, we keep on launching, and it's very nice to see that French creator now comes easily to see us and asking us how we can produce that trick. So I think it's like in Alakazam, not only we take the trick and launch the trick just by financing this, we keep on brainstorming with the creators, trying to make things at their best. And of course, as you told, sometimes we are speaking together and say, okay, what do you think about this? And maybe you can give me an idea, and I can give after to the creator and make things sounds better and better and better.
yeah.
So it's really nice, as you said, to speak with you and to speak with other partners in the world to check if things exist in order not to make a copy or something too similar, or to make it better and better.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%. So the trick that we're speaking about today, now this is not a new trick. It came out what 3 months ago, I think, or four
We
months
are
ago.
now in April, and so it was launched, I think, in December or end of
Right.
November. It's nearly 4 or 5 months now,
Yeah.
but it's still having a huge success. So
It.
thank you for
Yeah.
everybody who bought from you, and
Well, I know
it's
at
very,
Blackpool, a lot of people. A good friend of mine, Chris Congreve, come up to me and said, "Oh, have you seen what Magic Dreams got?" And he said the snow deck, and I said, "Oh yeah, yeah, we've had it for a while." He said, "Oh, I've never seen it." He said it's fantastic, and I know the other day he put up that he had done it at a gig, and that's very rare for Chris because Chris usually performs his own material,
yeah.
but he loved it. It's such a great concept. It's more than one trick. It is a concept. It's a cleverly designed and manufactured deck that allows you to do quite a few different presentations, and you can go
Yes,
different
five
different ways with
five
it.
presentations. Five presentations are included in the video explanation, included one of yours, but it's not only that. And if we have a few minutes during this deep dive, and thank you for inviting me, I will show you that it's more than a card trick with special cards. I was lucky enough to meet your friend Craig Petty, and he really loved this product and making a huge promotion of that because he really loved the concept and how it works and what we can do with. So yes, you're right. When we were at Blackpool Magic Convention in February, it was a really huge success because um, Andy Nyman came and see us to see this. Chris Congreve, but Julio Montoro, and we have a lot of people uh, that came and was amazed by this. For me, as a creator and producer, of course, it's a great pleasure because we feel like a kid meeting
Yeah,
famous people like that. who like your job, who like your work, and it's fantastic. That was still the case a few years before I have created, and I think you have this, the Room 66, which was a little key tag that allow you to perform peak device and
Yeah.
more than that, but peak device is the basics. And so I was lucky enough to make a huge promotion also in UK, thanks to you and Craig Petty, because they took this as a 100% note in their channel also. So it was very good, and I feel very happy that my work amazed magician, and not only magician, of course, but we are working for the real audience.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. It's really good.
Yeah. No, 100%. I mean, you keep coming out with some beauties, really good. And I know, I speak to Craig almost on a daily basis, and he's a big fan of what you guys are doing and what you guys are bringing out. So, moving on to the snow deck, which is the reason we're here. You've got a couple of different presentations you're going to show us today. So, would you like to show us the sort of standard routine with it?
Yes, of course. Do you want me to show you the classic one
Yeah, let's start
with
with the
playing?
classic.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. So of course there is no pressure, or else it's live with you. So
Yeah,
you know that sometimes we still say that life is like blank pieces of paper, and it's only us that have to to write everything. I can do like this. Maybe you will see more. So it's really a blank.
yeah,
Yeah, let's see the camera. It's a really blank cards like this. So let's say, for example, Peter, if I take out blank playing card, could you please, or first, could you please tell me the color?
red.
Red. As you
Mm.
saw, Peter, just before asking, I turned the card. I mean, this is the red back design, but now I would like you to tell me about the face, spades, heart, diamond, and clubs, and of course, you will tell me about the value.
Let's go for the nine of spades.
Nine of spades. Red nine of spades.
Yeah,
That is your imagination, not mine. Because mine, for example, could be that one or that one or that one. Anyway, so it could have been any cards in this deck of cards. So
yeah,
now imagine, of course, you were just front of me. I would have asked you to put the card face down, just like this. And as soon as you would have done this, I would have snapped my finger and make a red back design appear just there. And if the red back design you asked appear, this is because we have now the nine of spades.
that's
And
great.
that's it.
That is so nice. It's such a lovely, lovely effect. Such a
Yeah, it
lovely
is.
effect.
I really
And
like this. And you gave me an idea which was amazing when I spoke to you first about the snow deck. Uh, as soon as I spoke to you, you gave me an idea with another special card which was marked, and I say, wow, how I haven't thought about that, because we created the ultimate mark deck. We sell it every day in the shop, and you
yeah,
say, wow, Peter, it's a crazy idea you gave me, and we can combine both, of course, or do it like this. You can tell many stories and much more in the video explanation. It's more than an hour. I think, as you did with Harry and else, every time with our creation, we want to give to the customer more than the explanation.
yeah,
We want to give him tips. We want to give him different way to show it. We want to give him all the psychology behind the effect. So that's why it's not only 1 hour and a half speaking of nothing. It's really something very powerful when you get the snow deck, and every creation you launch or we launch at Magic Dream. It's always something more than just how it works. It's also why it works.
yeah,
And definitely, when I created the snow deck, it was an evidence for me. It's not only how it works, because maybe you understand how it works when you're a magician and you look at the video, but maybe not, because it's not exactly what you are thinking of. But more important than that, it's why it works. And I give
Yeah.
you all the way to convince people, all the convincer I use by speaking, by showing, by my hand. It's a very easy magic trick. It's not self-working. It's easy with no manipulation. I describe that like a choreography with my hand,
Yeah.
beginning from the right hand, both hand, and finishing with the left hand. So like this, and it's just a choreography.
Yeah. And I think it's important to point out as well that it's any playing card may be named. It's not a force of card. They can name absolutely anything they want, and the effect's going to look 100% the same.
You're right. Few months before the launch, another card trick was released, and I was completely afraid when I saw that because it was nearly the same effect. It exists, of course, card effect with blank cards,
Yeah.
but this one I think is the ultimate one. Even it could be a bit pretentious because this one do not use RF and any fluid at all. It doesn't use any magician choice or anything like that. It's a totally free choice. So you're right to help me to precise this. It's a 52 choices effect, and with the convincer, with the back color or not. And it's really powerful, I think, because the choice is totally free, and it seems you are showing everything with a very fluent moves. So I really love this kind of trick when you can be concentrated only in your presentation because it's really easy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's such a lovely deck, and you're right. It's there are no moves in it, so there's no sleight of hand. Even a beginner could do it, and it is just the choreography and the way you've done it. Everything flows. So it once you understand the movement, the effect is almost self-working. There are no sleight of hand to learn. It's just a sequence. It's just a sequence of events that you put together, and then the trick works. And yeah, it's really nice. And the moment that card appears, especially the back design, because you do the back first and the back appears. And this is what I really like about tricks like this. And it's why I prefer the invisible deck over the brainwave deck, because as soon as you see that back, the anticipation is now building up in your mind, the anticipation and the impossibility, because suddenly a card's appeared and you're automatically, that that should be your card, but then you're also thinking, but that's impossible. How can that be? So your mind
Yeah.
starts telling you how impossible this effect is before you actually do the reveal. And I always like those sort of things. I always like, if I'm going to reveal a card, reveal it face down first, because the anticipation builds in their mind, which makes it strong, the impact stronger on them with no more work for you. It's yeah, it's very,
And
very good.
more than that, Peter, you're right. I was questioning myself about how the spectator would like to see this is a blank playing cards back
Yeah.
and front. And so finally, I take a normal blank playing card in front of my mirror. I say, maybe if I want to show it, I will do exactly the same of the snow deck. So this is why it works first. With
Yeah.
added with that some convincer, and it perfectly worked. At the original effect, I created this without the reveals of the back of the card. And of course, it was great, but not enough because the playing card is both sides. And after several presentations, several performances, I managed to find how to make the back design appears. And of course, how I could make this more beautiful with the wave. But it's important to precise that it's not only something that you have to perform on a table. You can of course, perform in a close-up condition or parlor condition without any table. The only
Yeah.
thing is that you will have another choreography to turn the deck and show the face. But it is important to tell that to your audience, because it's not important to have a table. Of course, I love the table because it allows you to make the wave, and this is
Yeah.
something it's always amazed the audience. First, when Sebastian Calbry, which is my partner on the snow deck, showed me something, it was absolutely not the snow deck. It was absolutely not with a double blank playing card. It was something that finally exists yet. But when he showed me that, I think my brain keep on thinking about that. And 3 weeks later, I have created the snow deck. I have asking him what he thought about that, and he perfectly loved that. So I put his name on the product, and so he helped me to create 2 original routines, making all the entire deck appears at the end. And so that's why he's a partner with me on the snow deck as the origin of my beginning of my brainstorming with myself.
Brilliant. So you've got another effect, and I don't think I've seen this presentation before. So would you like to go through the new presentation?
Yes, sure. Not only it's another presentation, it's more or less the same thing, but I would like to show you something. But first, um, I would like first, Peter, to tell you something.
Mm.
I would like to see your face if it's possible on the
Yeah.
camera, maybe. Yeah. So it's important for me to see you, because now we are going to connect together. And, you know, the morning you wake up, and after maybe you take something to eat, you go to work, you do many things. If it's the weekend, maybe you can go out, you can do dinner with Jenny, or you can perform, or you can do sports with Harry, or whatever you want. So each and every day, you are taking objects. Okay, it could be any object. I would like you to put your hand just like this, and I would like you to feel an object. So, but first, of course, I can show the audience that here I have some pieces of paper, and I can, of course, show it to everyone. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's imagine, of course, let's imagine you are just front of me, and I will give you this on your hand. I like to present this like this. So imagine this is your hand. Imagine
Yeah.
this is your object. So
Mm-hmm.
you can feel the weight, you can feel the small size, and this is an object. I don't know what it is, because from the beginning of your wake up to the last minutes you are going to sleep, many objects can be in your hand during the day. If I ask you one object, which one would you tell me?
What? Just anything?
An object that you can carry in your hand every day
Um,
or something like that.
let's say my car key.
Your car key. And
Mm.
yeah, it's very good. I like this. And could you tell me another one?
We'll go for a teaspoon.
Okay,
A spoon.
a spoon. Okay, so we have a key, we have a spoon. If you want to imagine another one, you are free to tell me.
I'm going to go for my wallet.
And your wallet. So let's sum up everything. We have a key, we have a spoon, and you told me about your wallet.
Yes.
Okay, so now you have the 3 objects front of you. No matter the order you tell them, but tell me one object, any object from the 3 that, remember, came from your mind.
Let's go for the
Any of these, the
teaspoon.
3. The
Teaspoon.
spoon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, for example, imagine you have this in your hand. Now, always keep in mind. So, for me, we can have a wallet here. We can have a key there. We can have a pen. We can have whatever you want there. Or, but what is important is for you, it was a teaspoon, and that's very very important. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I asked the spectator to take this and imagine not the teaspoon, but only the word spoon. And this word becomes bigger and 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 bigger. And I snap my finger and I show you that now we can have somewhere in the middle, I think, let me show you very well here. All the cards, as I showed before, are totally blank, and I have one object, only one. Remember, it came from your mind. After eliminate the
Nice.
key and the wallet, you took the spoon.
Brilliant. That's great. So so basically that's not Snow Deck, but it's using the principle of Snow Deck, which is really nice. Are you adding that as a bonus video or anything?
Yes, I perform in French in my lecture the same trick. So we are going to add it the French version in the French video extension of Snowdeck. And now we have recorded in English with you. So I will take this with your permission and I will add to the video instruction. That means all your customers that bought the Snowdeck before will have it like an addition. Um, of course, what is important to say is that this is clearly nearly the same effect that I showed before with playing
Yeah.
card. But you really need to perform first the playing card effect, training and training, practicing. And when you know exactly how to show it, the choreography, as we mentioned together, you can perform it with everything. I mean, if you want to perform it with zodiacal sign, you can do it. If
Yeah.
you want to perform it with countries, name of countries or cities or whatever you want, you can. I really love the mentalism effect that you can take any object. So of course, with luck, not only luck, but you know this. I had the three object that you asked me for. So it's
Yeah.
easy for me to make this more impossible, asking you, okay, you want the key, or you want the spoon, or you want the wallet. It's your choice. And remember, three of these choices came from your mind. So now only one choice and blah, blah, blah. And it works very good because it could be any object. I have about 52 chance to get it. So what your audience must understand is that it's like a new principle that allow you to have in your pocket 52 outs,
Yeah.
52 outs possible. It's more than any wallet. It's more than anything. So you get 52 outs just by showing blank cards, speaking about the story, and it works very good.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's a really, really good principle. The effect is super strong with, just the standard effect with cards. And I know there are 5 different versions of it on the tutorial.
Yes, we have 5 versions from beginner to expert. And of course, I love every version, but the beginner one is one of my favorite. And yours, I love this.
Oh, that's great. And the thing is, the beginners one, the standard one, is it's great because you don't have to worry about everything. Once you learn this sequence, which isn't we say a sequence as if it's something very difficult. It's not. It's basically you do one, turn it over, do two, turn it over, do three, and it's something as simple as that. But there's no moves. It's just so clean, and it will become like it is with you. It becomes muscle memory. So you just know, and it just flows, and there's nothing that looks
You don't
odd.
think you don't think at all of anything else. And
No,
one strong point is that, of course, now we have just performed this in a video, and so we can do as a video performance with your
yeah,
clients or something like that. But of course, both you and me love the real world, and so remember one thing: it's stronger when the spectator have the blank card both side in his hand.
yeah,
That is the strong in French we said ancrage. It's something that is really in his mind
yeah,
forever. He kept the blank card both sides and he puts himself in the middle. So the illusion is that his card, thought and named, his card becomes real back
yeah.
and front. And this is the strong part, more than like now in the video, of course.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%. It should be the card that they've examined, they've handled. That's the one that will magically appear, making imagination reality. It's such a great trick. So I know we should have stock when this video goes out. We should have more stock in the store. So what's next for Magic Dream?
A lot. We've just produced the Tetra Cube, which is a Rubik's Cube effect with self-working by dropping in the air. So it will be really, I think, in a few days or weeks worldwide. For the moment, we have launched a test period in France because it's hard to manufacture. It all is made by hand, so it was really hard to produce it. But it's really, I think it's ready in a few days or weeks. After that, we are going to make another playing card with the Jumbox series. You know that the Jumbox series was the first one, was the just marked card with the big size. So now we are going to launch the blank mark deck, which is one of my own. It's a blank playing card poker size, and we will have a blank playing card jumbo size, but with mark behind with letter and number. So it will be very powerful with more than 2 hour video explanation with many routines. So this is our next release. And we also have matchbox effects that are coming soon. And I show you also a few days before something with candy and another product of my own, which is a beautiful hourglass that allow you to make something really amazing with. And I think this will be launched this year, maybe in July or September. I think it will be really, really, really nice.
There's some great stuff that you show me that's coming out, and I really can't wait. I just want to say as well before we finish up, because you did just mention it, I just want to go over it again. Magic Dream are releasing what they call the Jumbox series, which is a large playing card. I think it's about A5, between A5 and A4. It's really nice.
It's exactly 4 poker size playing cards like this. It's really four poker size like
so
this.
It's the same size as the old bicycle jumbo decks. Because they were
the old one. But now, unfortunately, I really love the Mark bicycles, but unfortunately, the big size is not a good quality now.
No.
And so we decided to source a really beautiful paper, really blank, really brilliant blank, beautiful paper with a good slide. And so we launched the Jumbox market deck as we told to the audience that this is the first one of a series. So of course it's expensive to produce. So we keep on creating once a year or 2 years. So this year we're going to create the blank deck, and maybe we are going also to manufacture a FACO card with big size. So it's really original because it does not exist at the moment, and it will allow you to perform card trick that maybe you know, but with parlor condition. And I think it will be good. Even the last rise that you love and that I know your customer love, because every time you order from us, 48 hours later you are sold out. And we have some problem to send you because we do not have enough. Once again, it's made by hand and it's very difficult to produce by thousands. So it's okay. We send you and you sold out 48 hours. So you must know that this year, I think in September, we will be ready to launch the last rise Jumbox effect. So it will be exactly the same thing. And I think it will be very good because it will allow you to keep the Jumbox size deck and make one card rising just by this with multiple choices. And I think it will be very, very, very good this year.
Yeah, it's a great range. That's one thing we lack in recent years, because you are right. The quality of jumbo bikes have gone down. I think I don't think they're made at the same place they were made before, and it's very, very hard to get a professional jumbo deck. Whereas the Jumbox, the quality is superb, and the fact that you're going to be releasing gaffed cards as well is fantastic. So anyone that does
blank card jumbo size, sorry, blank card jumbo size will be epic because it will be 100% customizable, and so any language, anything you want to perform with, and more than that, it will be marked card with number and letters, so it will offer you worldwide situation with 100% customizable things. You know that we are working a lot together, and sometimes you are buying right in French to transform in English. Sometimes we are buying from you the English
Yeah.
version. It's always nice to create something which fits all the language. For example, a few weeks before in France, I have created this, which are book tests. I was creating the first version in 2006, and now it was. I'm very famous in France for those kind of book tests because it's one of the best one, and I think it's the best sales in France, but it's in French languages, and it's impossible to translate because it would have to be an adaptation because there are new principle inside and new effect. But so I like the effect that can be spread worldwide, and when we work together, you help us to perform and translate and adapt in English language. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. But I'm really excited for what's to come, and I'm happy that Magic Dream are official, Alakazam's official dealer in France. We're the same for you in the UK. It's a relationship that I want to keep, and it was really good actually. Blackpool, one of my highlights was going out to dinner with you guys at Magic Dream. It was fantastic. Just a nice dinner, chatting business, and getting excited about the future. That's what
I really appreciated meeting Harry because he's really a nice boy. I think it's his birthday today when we are recording that. So happy birthday to him. Joyeux anniversaire, Harry. And it's nice, guys. You see the passion, and I love that. When I see the passion animated the people, I really love how we are sharing things. And this is really amazing. This is really amazing. One more thing I forgot to tell you, but you know it, but for your audience, we are also going to promote the Marc-Antoine items now. So the electronic range of Marc-Antoine. So of course, Alakazam will be one of our exclusive partner for that. And Marc-Antoine is going to launch something to create light from anywhere with anything. And you will be the first to get it in UK, I think. So I think you will love the range of Marc-Antoine also.
It's brilliant. Yeah, I really can't wait. I can't wait. There's so many good things coming. It's fantastic. The other thing I want to mention as well, because we haven't mentioned it, is you had your very first convention this year. Is this going to be an annual thing? Is this going to happen every year?
Yes, it was the second time we make the third time we make in the real world, but the first edition was difficult with COVID crisis. It was the first convention full of people without COVID, without any problem. So thanks God, it was very, very good. We invite a lot of lecturers. Most of them were English lecturers. And it was very, very, very good convention. So every year, I think in March, I hope not during the Jenny's anniversary for next year. Maybe we can fix the date together for next year and welcome you, because I really want that UK people can come back in France enjoying a small familiar convention, because that's the case with the Rendezvous Magic Convention. And we are preparing the 2024 edition for next year. So yes, of course, we will inform you about the date and the lecturers that will come next year, of course.
Brilliant. And before we go, I just want to say as well, keep your eyes open, because there might be a very special product launch, live launch coming up soon. So keep your eyes open for that. So, Yoan, it just leaves me to say thank you very much for joining me on the deep dive.
Thank you for inviting me, Peter.
You're more than welcome. Stay there. I'll be back with you in a minute. I'm just going to say goodbye to the guys.
But thank you so much, and thank you, English magician. See you. Bye-bye.
Good luck with everything, my friend, and I'll be back in a moment.
Thanks.
So, guys, that's it for this week's deep dive. I hope you enjoyed it. That's my very good friend Yoan from Magic Dream. If you're ever in Paris, pop along and see them. It's a beautiful shop with fantastic people and amazing magic. So get yourself along there. And if you don't follow our Facebook page or our Instagram or YouTube, do so because next year's convention, we will be talking all about it. We'll give you the dates as and when Yoan releases them. We're going to be going, fingers crossed, Alakazam, myself and Harry. So hopefully we'll see you there. But once again, thank you for joining us on Deep Dive. I'll see you next week.